Hey guys, welcome back. Houston Math Prep here. In this video, we're going to create a scatter plot using our census data and using the variables age and height. So I'm going to get started by labeling my scatter plot. I know that I need a title and some axis labels. I'm going to title this scatter plot of age versus height. The next thing I need to do is decide, is age or height going to be my horizontal axis label, and which one's going to be my vertical axis label. Typically, we want what's on our horizontal axis to be what affects our vertical axis. Now, that's a generalization because it could be the case that these two variables that we're going to graph, they don't affect each other. In that case, it doesn't really matter which way you put them on there, but we just want to take our best guess. So here, it's more likely that age affects your height rather than your height affecting your age. So I'm going to go ahead and put age on my horizontal axis and height on my vertical axis, and just going ahead and putting that those are in years and centimeters. The next thing that I need is I need to decide on a scale for my horizontal and my vertical axis. So on my horizontal axis, I need all the values from 11 to 21. I don't know that having all those on there is super easy to read, but let's try it out. I'm going to put my little squiggle that means I'm skipping some information and go ahead and start at 11. Let's see here, if this was 13, 15, 17, 19, 21. Yeah, that fits. And then I can go ahead and add the halfway points to get my even numbers in there. So there's my scale covering everything from 11 to 21. Now I need to look for height. What do I need my scale to be there? Just scanning through this information, I can see that my smallest data value is 25, and my largest data value, which does appear twice, is 188. So I need values from 25 all the way up to 188. Now, fitting that all on a vertical axis might be kind of challenging, so we need to maybe choose a kind of large scale. So maybe I'll go up to 200. Halfway then, of course, would be 100, and maybe I'll just count by 25s. So this here halfway would be 150. That would be 175. 125, and then coming back down here, this would be 50, 75, and 25. Okay, so that's just one option for a scale. You could certainly do another choice. It just depends on what you're trying to show and how much space you have. So we're going to go from there, and now what I need to do is I need to put a point that represents each one of these pairs of data. So let's look at our first pair. We have 11 as our age and 113 as our height. So I'm going to go to an age of 11 and a height of 113, which would be about right here, and I'm going to place a dot. There's my first data point graphed. Now I do the same thing for each and every point. Next one is 11, 155. The next one is 12, 143. Then 12, 25. 13, 162. Skipping over to 15, 178, 177. Notice here I have the same data point twice, so I don't have to draw a dot for that one again. That dot is already there. So I just move on to the next one. 15, 183. Moving on to 16, 149. 16, 174. 16,146, 16,184, 17,188, and I do have two of those, so I only need to graph it once. 17,174, 17,173, 17,178, 18,179, 18,175, 18,170, 19,110, and 21,162. Okay, so once you've got all of your data points on there, you've got yourself a scatter plot. Like I said before in our intro video, later on in the course, we're going to learn a lot about how to analyze scatter plots and what they tell us about the potential relationship between the two quantities that we've graphed. For now, though, what we want to do is to be able to create one and make sure it's got all the elements it needs. That's it for today on scatter plots. Catch you in the next video.